Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the most consistent, prolific, and dedicated uploads in YouTube history, Sean's View Entertainment, right here on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe, and make sure to share this video all over the entire internet. Now, obviously, you'll be watching this video if you're a WWE fan, John Cena fan, Randy Orton fan. Now, I know many of you may not like them, but you sure as hell should respect them at the end of the day. And with John Cena facing Randy Orton in a couple weeks at WWE TLC, I thought it was only fitting and it was only right, it was just that I run down, from my perspective, the history between John Cena and Randy Orton in their careers. Now this isn't going to be a long-ass video, but it's going to be a video that a column that I've typed up, put all my words into myself, all my thoughts, and expressing myself. So here it is, without further ado, without wasting any more of your valuable, precious time. The history of John Cena and Randy Orton has been a roller coaster ride, to say the least. Randy Orton and John Cena's pre-WWE days can both be traced to OVW. Remember, Ohio Valley Wrestling. Then they both came up at roughly the same time in the same year in 2002 for the big brand, the WWE, the top of the ladder, the top of the food chain. Both Orton and Cena came up in a popular era in WWE called the Ruthless Aggression Era. It's still talked about to this day. There's a lot of people that are talking about whether the Attitude Era was better or the Ruthless Aggression Era was better. Now, of all the other big-time main event superstars to come out of the Ruthless Aggression Era, and which, like I said, they came up the same time as Orton and Cena did, including Brock Lesnar and Batista. We also saw the rise of Edge in that era. Yes, I know Edge came in during the Attitude Era, but Edge really started to get his claim to fame in 2002 when he was having noteworthy matches with the likes of Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, among many others. Now, John Cena and Randy Orton, and this is saying something about both these men's careers, Randy Orton and John Cena have both lasted the test of time because they have outlasted both Batista and Brock Lesnar in the WWE as concerns being there full-time and never going away. Sure, Brock Lesnar's there on a part-time basis. Batista is retired as of now. So, I mean, that just goes to show you that John Cena and Randy Orton are still at the top of the WWE after, being able to overcome the odds, being able to suffer, be able to, go through the rough patches in their career, and it's the uphill challenges, the injuries. It hasn't been an easy, hasn't been easy for Randy Orton and John Cena. As much as you want to say they've had everything handed to them, they've both had to work their way up the ladder. They both had to work their ass off to get where they are and to maintain their position, their spot of where they are at right now. Now, Randy Orton would go through many phases, from a singles competitor to a learner, an evolution with Ric Flair and Triple H and Batista, and then finally to being a leader himself in his own group called Legacy. Now, John Cena really didn't believe in teams and factions. John Cena was on a singles path to earn respect and dignity and carve his name in WWE history, and took names along with him on the way. But Cena also went through phases of his career, from starting as an upstart to the ruthless aggression John Cena, to a no-nonsense thugonomics rapper, finally to the current version of what we get of John Cena today, which stands for never give up, never back down, hustle, loyalty, and respect. Randy Orton and John Cena would both go on to win mid-card championships, respectively, the United States Championship and the Intercontinental titles. Now, it was only a matter of time, and you knew this was going to happen, before Randy Orton and John Cena would cross paths and meet in a WWE ring, especially with the impact that each had in their respective careers. John Cena and Randy Orton would go on to meet on several different occasions throughout their storied careers, from I Quit matches to Hell in a Cell and championship outings and many, many more. John Cena and Randy Orton hardly ever saw eye to eye, but when there came a time where they had to be on the same page and they had to put their differences aside, they were unstoppable with RKOs and AAs everywhere. Hell, I remember one night when Randy Orton and John Cena took on the entire Raw roster. Now at WWE TLC 2013, another incredible chapter will be written in the unforgettable rivalry between two of WWE's elite superstars. Randy Orton and John Cena will meet in a ring filled with tables, ladders, and chairs. Now both these competitors know what it's like dealing with weapons like that, but never against one another. And knowing what both Orton and Cena can do under those conditions under TLC, and with that much danger being in the way, I can assure you that Orton and Cena will have a match that will be worthy of a pay-per-view main event. In the past, both these superstars, they always went out and had the best matches. You can't look back on Orton and Cena's careers and seen where when they were both in the ring at the same time having a competitive match, where it was bad or boring or dull. Randy Orton always increased Cena's game, and Cena always was a better man for being in the ring with Randy Orton. Alright, I think they're going to make that. The other matches that Orton and Cena have had in the past is not going to pale in comparison. They're going to make it look like child's play as to what we're going to see at TLC between these two greats. There is so much anticipation and bad blood between the two. There's a lot of tension. Something has to give between these two greats. Future Hall of Famers, no doubt. One of the most important matches in WWE history, where there can only be one champion. But the question is, who will be number one? Who will be the undisputed, unified World Heavyweight Champion? Your comments, your opinions, subscribe. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for watching, and hopefully this video get a few views so the outside world can see it. Not only the IWC, YWC, not only my subscribers, but the WWE Universe, because I want this video to strike everybody that hears and listens to what I have to say. Subscribe.